thank you for the latest donation for my channel. I will use that donation. You want me to use it for my channel, but I will use it for my project. So all the help that you want to give to my channel because you enjoyed my videos and you want me to use whatever I can, I will use it as advertising. And my way of advertising is helping a person get the opportunity to be proud of himself by providing his family. So she is so happy right now that it is now getting nearer and nearer to his dream that he will be making riding on the proper boat. And then he wants to thank all of you that supported him, that supported me to give him this boat. So this is what I have to do to make this project a fruition, is to run around and procure the materials, because if you leave it to them, they will be like, oh, do it later tomorrow, because it's the hardship to find transportation. That's why I have to bring my vehicles around to make it faster. I won't have to make sure that I'll turn over this time the boat to Mr. Sison. So as I'm walking back to my brother's house, I've noticed Jelini, the daughter of Luis, fetching water here from the community well. And at the same time, she was also showering herself here in the well. So, unsa di maka usab sa pump boat sa inyong kinabuhi? How will the pump boat change your life?
Makausab sa pump boat sa inyong kinabuhi kay di na magsulaso si Papa pamugsay nga iya kuha imong mo damo na iya kita mo taas.
So she's saying the biggest change that this pump boat will give them is her father won't have to paddle up to go to the sea, and he can go further away from the sea. Then he will have more catch. That means they will have more money income coming to the family. This is the story of Mr. Wet Pants, aka the first recipient of my boat project, Mr. Luis Sison. This is given to him by those NGO that they're giving these small boats for them without the motor so they can fish. Pero before ani kani hatagay aba, unsay man gigamit sa una? So before he even have this boat, he is only using just to swim there and just swim under. That's all he does for fishing. And this is one of the help that he was given, and then changing his life. But the thing is, he cannot go further in the ocean because it has no motor. So Nay Luis, unsa joy imong tan-aw nga makausab sa imong panginabuhi, sir, so it will change your livelihood? He really said that he's really shy and he don't want to impose. He said if he could get a bigger boat, just a bigger boat than this, and has a motor, because he will work hard to provide the petrol for that one, that will really change his life. He don't want any more, nothing more, nothing less but a boat. So I am now here in Talangnan, because this is where the warehouse of that person that have a stocks of the Casco wood, because we wanted the 14 feet one, not the one that they have available there, 16 feet. We want the 14 feet because that's what Luis was saying, that will be more manageable for him in the middle of the ocean or the sea. So I am now here in the place where I'm gonna buy the casco. The casco is the bottom of the boat that you can see right there, where the shape of the like the backbone of the boat. So you can see some boat makers here making big boats. So this is the lawaan type of wood that we're gonna have to use for the frames of the boat. So they will be cutting this and then to the measurement that we wanted, and then so it will be delivered straight all in one to the maker. 3-4 og porto 76 so that's for the wood and the wood frame. Then I have to buy the epoxy, the bronze nails, and the other items on a different one. What they do here in Bantayan is you have to make it new and then you buy the materials yourself. So this is not even including the engine. Mona to tiha lansa nga bronze ang 1/2
is 400.
and then ang 1 inch
1 inch, 1.5 kilo is 1 to 800 man ang kilo ate.
okay, sige. Usa ka quarter nga marin epoxy. Usa ka quarter.
Lansam siya ate, kay lansam siya. Ha? Kay kung man siya, ang copper nails man mo gigamit ka.
Oh, so we are using copper nails, which is what they use for making boats.
Lansag nga 1 liter ate.
Marine, nansag marine epoxy. So this is the bronze pipe, 5'8", circumference for 5 feet long. This is the one that the maker was ordering. 5'8". Size, this 600 for 8 inch. Sige ga, thank you. Salamat ga. Now this is the actual engine that we're gonna be carrying. There you are, you can see it. They tested it, so to make sure it's okay. 11,180 added to that 12,150 for all the materials. On another one is the end-to-end of the boat, like the decorative end-to-end. So this is like the bulk of it, including the engine. So we are now going back. This is what I've been doing for the whole day. Going back now from Bantayan municipality, going back now to Madridejos, about 25 kilometers from here. I'm here right now looking at the finished boat, and it's not yet painted, but all the other parts like the katig, the tarik, that what they call it, is already here. We only need to paint the boat. This is the 14-feet boat that I have made for Luis Saison, and I have to really commend him because, you know, the person that promised me that he will just deliver it here, the builder, the one that took me to that builder, because I bought the casco from him. Casco is the solid wood on the bottom, this one, and that's the bronze one that goes underneath that they called ihi. But now I'll be finishing this boat and hand it over to him officially. So I am here in his house. Luis has to pay someone to tow this one here on a trailer. You know, like the trailer that carries pump boat for 200 peso, 150 pesos. And he will be paying, I'll be paying someone to help him paint it here for. So I'm now letting my brother do the listing of the materials. So here we are. This is boat project number 1. I want to finish this. I could officially hand it over to him. So we are still listing the last pieces of materials for this to be finally finished. I'm getting paintbrush. This is number 4, number 3. Wala in ani nga brand 4?
Ulo, more.
More ni. So because I wanna have to have this kind of brand of paintbrush for number 4, but they only have 1 each. Kuan ga? Duha ni.
Dua ng Chris. Tulo ka 220 ah.
Oh, tulo ka 220, tulo sa dani.
Ang sa 80.
Ay lang na. So this is the one, 2 paintbrush like this, and number 4. Ang 1 para sa mga tumoy-tumoy, no. Number 1 usa. Number 1 1 inch paintbrush, 1 4-inch paintbrush, and 3-inch paintbrush, 3 pieces, 120 sandpaper, and 120 sandpaper. Unya, inamil puti nga puti. Puti. Usa lang, usa ka liter. 1 liter nga enamel Triton puti, then 1 gallon and 2 liters sa enamel yellow.
2 ka galon.
Usa ka gallon.
Isa ka galon. Isa ka 1 liter. So,
Duha ka 1 liter. So 1 gallon on 2 liters.
1 gallon 2 liters.
Pila ang kilo ani?
310.
70 ga. Number, mo ni 70. 1 cent, 1 kilo. Dagko na ni sakto na ni Luis, dili 80. 1 kilo nylon number 70. Thinner sa kabatol ga. Thinner.
Container mayo.
Oh, paraan.
Lacquer or container?
Paint thinner. Ang lacquer para sinaw man agang no.
Pwede natin ate sa?
Ina ko nos test. Ma'am Tess, ang lacquer para sinaw? Aw, lacquer na lang kahagan. Ang thinner sa dig lacquer.
Isa ka container, isa po.
Okay. Oh, lagi. Sige na lang. Thinner na lang. Paint thinner. Nga, ang katungkuan ha, mga pintal ga, paints. Ug usa ka litro nga marine epoxy, o sa galon nga marine epoxy. And 1 gallon marine epoxy.
Ay, naglibog dato sa
Because I've been to the other hardware and this is better price than the other one.
Kalariyan kay master.
Dali ra dong ruler mo na.
Insulti pagay ako sino malariyang manilari wa man diri bailari ba ang piskot do man gud lariyang diri
So Luis is helping as well to finish his boat. So I'm hoping to launch this with their traditions and all that on July 1, which is about 6 days from now. So I want to make sure that when I come here, everything is finished, because I was quite disappointed actually that it's still a lot to do, but I think it's only painting wise, and the promised workmanship from the old maker was not there. You know, the bolts is not flush, but I was telling this painter to make sure that it will be leveled out with the epoxy that they are doing here now. Because that's what happened with the casco. You need to wrap it up with marine epoxy and be dried for the day before it's all be painted on. And they will also be putting some more epoxy with the connection of this casco inside. So all connection will be sealed with marine epoxy. I know that this has cost more than what I anticipated, but you know, everything about this boat, I can rest assured, will last Luis a lifetime. If not, if he's taking care of it, if not, a long time, because everything is new, including the engine down to the bolts. And that's what you have to budget for when you have a 14 feet wooden boat here in the Philippines. Will run about 35 to 40,000 pesos. I say 35 because, you know, if you can source out the casco and the wood cheaper than what they have here in Bantayan, then the better. I'm here right now in the terminal of Santa Fe. I'll be boarding the 11:30 bus. Oh no, ferry, sorry. Because I was looking at those two buses, just two ferries come in together. And today is Friday, so there will be a lot of tourists from the different islands, maybe Cebu or from Manila, but they are here. This is the busiest day of the tourism industry around here in Bantayan, and it will be less people going back to San Remigio or Cebu. So even the cargo for vehicles is full up. So there, that's the 10:30, because the 9:30 was delayed due to engine problems. So that's the 10:30 leaving now. So this is my ferry, island shipping. So this is the faster one. So I'm glad. So I'm here waiting to be boarding. 11:30 is my slot, and I have to come back again for the proper launching of the boat. As you can see, I have been here sorting out the last materials needed and sorting out the person that was gonna paint the boat. And thank you for the latest donation for my channel. I will use that donation. You want me to use it for my channel, but I will use it for my project. So all the help that you want to give to my channel, because you enjoyed my videos and you want me to use whatever I can, I will use it as advertising. And my way of advertising is helping a person get the opportunity to be proud of himself by providing his family pride out of the opportunity. And that will be happening in Luis Saison case, my first recipient of my Defeating Poverty Through Opportunity project. I'm giving him a brand new 14 feet sailing boat. Next one is the pedicab project for another recipient, Dodong Ocampo. But I will be having the pedicab made in Cebu because I was canvassing as well for the materials of the pedicab, and apparently it's not economical to have it made here in Bantayan. One, the metals here are quite dear. Two, the labor is quite dear. So it's best for me to have the pedicab be made in Cebu City rather. So it's high tide. You can see that the beach is still empty as of the moment, but all these tourists coming, you can see them. They're more than the one leaving the island. It's Friday. It's the start of the busy 2 days. And that's Beach Placid, owned by my cousin. So here we are, island of Bantayan. So all the girls there ready for a beach. So they're boarding the motorcycle first. It will cost you 500 pesos to bring your motorcycle to the island per trip. And a vehicle, SUV, I think is 2 grand, 2,000, and sedans, multi-cabs are 1,500. I'm saying this, I know it's 1,270, but you need to pay for the port fee, so that will be about the amount that you will be preparing. Now the bus is going down. So they put all the ropes there, so the bus won't be so low and the bottom will be caught. Alright. Alright, the N is the crucial one, but it goes through properly. So I will be back here. I told Luis that I'll be back here by July 1. So we can formally launch, because being a brand new boat, they have some sort of tradition, like a ritual that they do, or tradition, like I'd rather say, in launching the boat for the first time. They gotta have like something sweet, like rice cakes with sweet rice cake, biko, or any noodles, like to get the people, especially the children, because the children represent the fish. And the more children that will be going to your launching, the better, because it will signify that the boat will be able to catch a lot of fish, because the fishes will just go near it. So there's a lone fisherman there. It's high tide, so the water is almost reaching the port docking site. There's a lone fisherman. That's about the boat, the size of the boat that I'm giving Luis, which is perfect because, you know, he likes that. I have asked him what he wants, not what I want. I got no clue about fishing, but that's the size that he wanted, 14 feet, because it's manageable for him. He don't like asking people to lift the boat for him, so he would rather do it himself or his family, and it will be lighter for them to lift up when he arrives on the shorelines of Madridejos. Now passengers are starting to go in. I will be making myself late, so I'll be on the front. I'm back now in Cebu Island. I'm driving through San Remigio, and you can see that it's raining here in Cebu Island. And I still got 3 hours to drive to go home. So we are stuck here now for 10 minutes in Sugod. All the vehicles are taking turns to pass that retaining wall, or I don't know. There's an ambulance here. Is there any accident? But last time as well, we have to stop here for like 20 minutes before we can go through. Because of that retaining wall project, there's only one side of the road is open, all the boulders is there. But that's first one that there's an ambulance on the side. So I don't want to buy the one on the side road, because last time I bought some pintos, the half of that, like 5 in a pack, 3 was like yesterday's, you know. So to avoid all that, I'll just have to skip it for now, perhaps in the future. But it's still fresh to me the last time, so I'll skip those vendor items first, just this trip. I would buy it direct from them. Like sometimes they have shop that sells all that.